Dreamscape presents Her Side of the Story by Alba de Céspedes, translated by Jill Folston, narrated by Carlotta Brentan. From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source, I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Alone, Edgar Allan Poe, 1875. A note from the translator. By the time she wrote Her Side of the Story, Dalla parte di lei, Alba de Céspedes was already an extremely successful writer, but she struggled with the ambitious novel she originally hoped to call Confessione di una donna, or Confessions of a Woman. She wanted to astonish the critics with her style, though not at the cost of diluting her message. For, as Melania Mazzucco points out in her introduction to the Italian edition, de Céspedes intended to act as the defender of women. Like Flaubert, she could say proudly of her protagonist, Alessandra sono io. I am Alessandra. The first Italian edition was published in August 1949. Later, finding the novel too rich and considering the American public very simple, de Céspedes rigorously edited the Italian text for the English-language translation by Frances Frenet. There were then further cuts, by de Céspedes herself and several editors at different imprints, before the book finally appeared in 1952 in shortened form under the title The Best of Husbands. In Italy, the original version was only superseded in 1994 when Mondadori published an edition that reflected the first edit de Céspedes had undertaken. It is that version, shorter than the original Italian edition but much longer than Frenet's English translation, that is translated here for the first time. The novel opens around 1939, although perhaps because very few dates appear and because it is such an intensely personal narrative, it can be difficult to correlate the plot with historical events. In June 1940, under the fascist dictator Benito Mussolini, Italy joined the Second World War as one of the Axis powers allied with Germany. The war dominates the second half of the novel, and although Mussolini is never mentioned by name, the arrogant voice that is frequently heard on the radio is his. During the first 3 years of the war, Italy was fighting.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?